Oh, he does it.
Kaya, too good. Honestly, Alpha could play anything. Give him a Reyna for all that I care.
On the other side, though, no changes.
Yeah, no changes. And I wanted to speak about, we were mentioning Kevin just...
And I'm excited to see if the youngsters can match up against the best team in the EMEA.
Yeah, it's always a big test facing off against Fnatic. For BBL, starting out here in a map that they've chosen. They're on the wrong foot. The Cash already in with a double. Really isolating a lane, stopping your opponents from coming behind you. But that's more on the attack side. Here on the defense, everyone on Fnatic can hold their own.
Oh, maybe a slight opportunity for LaRock. He's found a little bit of space, a chance to maybe isolate their Cash. That one should be for free, and that does at least give them the B side. They don't know it yet. Still angles that need to be cleared, and Crashy's already quick on the flank. In fact, 3 players coming into that flank. But a post-plant opportunity, no escape for Rose, but this puts it all onto one man. LaRock had a bit of a quiet performance in the opener, but that's a nice shot. Taking down Crashies, still plenty more to find. A quick step coming out will make it impossible, and Alfia is going to make sure it doesn't get dangerous at all. Fnatic pistol round under their belt.
Now do they go back?
Toxin screen down.
It looks like it. The problem is that Fnatic haven't overplayed their hand. They haven't rotated to the B side. Instead, they've gone aggressive and up on top of the wall. Lovers Rock suspects his opponent to be there, but Alpha still manages to land the kill. I think the wall saved him again. Unlucky for Lovers Rock.
Yeah, he could have had 2 kills in this round. Instead, he's ended up dead. And okay, he's left his opponents a little bit low. Hunter's Fury being utilized in the executes very early and a little bit disruptive for Kayak. He's trying to dance to the back, even trying to escape. All of the extra utility being somewhat gone unnoticed, and Crashy's doing an incredible job. Now his chance to pounce, but he'll only get one. It's actually Crashy's doing all of the work.
Yeah, I mean, Boaster gave Crashies the shout out, which, but what they saw that time was a lot of re-aggression from Fnatic. As we can see, that won't be the case this time. I think they're trying to bait that out. Look for the fights.
Vision.
Already, Lovers Rock has been caught. Nice. Battle versus Kayak doesn't work, but Boaster now goes down. The drone will give away positions, but Kreven's luck has found value. The trade's back and forth, and now Kayak's looking to try and take the control back immediately. Operator in hand, but too many angles potentially to check, but he gets away with it. Takes down Rose. Kreven's still holding the cross. And a late rotation from Alpha, yeah, but in no man's land is Loiter in positions that are easy to clear, and now Kreven, well, we've already seen him attempt this once, but he's stuck alone. I don't know how Kayak just comes out with absolutely everything. Alpha was just along for the ride as our rookie of last year. Shows you why.
10-0, by the way. He hadn't tasted death yet. His teammates fell on the site and he said, screw it. I'm getting in there with an op. He's no-scope clear in every angle. Takes out the ult and destroys everyone in his path.
Hey, boys! No.
The end of the day, 0 rounds. We got to start putting something on the board.
Oh, this is not looking like a good fight for them here. Loiter was almost just trying to destroy the drone, not realizing that. We call him a regular now? What happens when you're not a rookie? You're just a dude?
Some guy.
Some guy.
Hell of a guy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Dash in. Shot's not going to land.
He does miss.
Kayak's been counted. Well, okay, he hasn't been counted out of the play. He's immediately got in for one. A shot missed as Kreven returns fire. It looks a little dicey for Boaster. He's able to take down Rose in the office, still covering the reinforcements. Kreven will make it to the site, but he falls immediately at the hands of Alfia. And this plant will never be coming through with Boaster on the wraparound. 6-0 for Fnatic. At least there's that. Alfia, oh no, he's up on top of the wall. He's taking Lovers Rock down, but he's also caught himself in the corner. He's stuck behind his own wall. He can't get out. They think he's there for someone. They just cleared him. Oh, Alpha. That's a funny play. As the pick goes down, even in the 4v2, they're giving them respect, realizing that they have been able to do so much so far. Crashies might have caught the timing, actually. Light us down. The pit's fallen. And up goes the drone. He's safe in that corner, getting so much information as Boaster wraps around to help. Good shock dart as well. Just trying to push them into the open. Let that off on the IGL. Ring through, but the shot doesn't land. LaRock still breeds in that corner, and Crashies has to bail Boaster out again. Has to give him that help as the time runs desperately low. A last-ditch attempt. The utility thrown through. They're in the open, but every shot lands for BBL. And finally, the attackers are on the board.
It almost started in comedic fashion. I was worried that was going to go very badly for them with Huffy jumping up on the wall, but
certainly not.
Maybe I've got some reason to lie.
Immediately showing that the Yoru was towards the A site, but now the TP's taken. It's going to be used up on B. This is all a ruse. Although the gate crashes into the spawn, GIANTX going to catch a double as well. BBL are trying to play the mind games, and sure, they've got the plant on A. The Yoru fake
They haven't yet.
in that
They
sense.
haven't yet.
But what they need to do is deal with the players on Fnatic, and at least for now, Kayak Alpha down, but Boaster still to be cleared from this site. Not a man who likes to relinquish that control, but now you might have to wait for backup. Krevin's caught him.
I know exactly where you are.
Gonna get the reveal. Just come through quick enough. The shock dart does some damage. Shot not connecting, and now Vekesh has caught another. The last player's only 5 HP. An easy cleanup in the end. Oh yeah, if they weren't choking, we might have talked about them as a fantastic team. First half, they were pretty damn good. Here goes LaRock. Looking to try and take this one into his own hands. Lover's Rock, it's been a curse game for him, but LaRock starting to show some of that skill. 2 players dead on this side of the map, though. Will he expect a third to be here? Boaster goes looking for a teammate. LaRock already digged up as they look to try and wrap on him, but he'll get out of there. Get back further. Kreven. Oh, no! That was almost whiff of the century. A free kill, and he's down to 5 HP for it. Boaster also maybe closer than expected, but that's lovely from LaRock. It leaves Alfia alone, and you look at this as a 1v4 turn 3, and you'd go, oh, he shouldn't be going for this. But you look how low the players are, and I don't know, I kind of want to see him try.
Yeah, I mean, if he had a rifle in his hand, maybe. With the calls of damage, but with an op, not so much. Away goes the op, though. Not going to be carrying that through to the next. He got plenty of money.
There we go. He's going to pick up the rifle.
Very late to the party at this stage, though. That's looking for
But even clearing guns
damage,
is worth it.
right? Yeah. Nice start. But the others have already flown far, far away.
Is he going to get another op?
Kayak is up to 14 now, looking really, really solid as the Fnatic squad 8-2. Really, the line in the sand is here, and now the final one for BBL. And it lasted now 8-4 scoreline. It's going to be tough to battle back from. Nice kill onto Vikash. Has gotten them some control towards this site.
That's a wall.
That is a wall, yeah. Maybe they make them think he's up on top of it. I'll give him that. Nice underfury. But Krevin's waiting for him and catching the reload. That's going to be a freebie. BBL right back to a 4v3. Advantage is theirs. Kayak, though, he got a little lost on the wall. And now he's being taken down. Lover's Rock on the board. And it's Kayak that he drops.
Crash, he's definitely had his moments in this game. Credits-wise, still not in a bad spot, so they could look to risk this one. Boaster had a bit of an off angle. They're going to try and stun in the corner. That's an opportunity. Crashy knows that there's a couple of players here, but Lover's Rock doubles up and leaves Boaster to try and clutch this one out. Back to the shadows, he dissipates, and for Boaster, all they can really hope for is maybe attempting some form of ninja defuse or baiting them into thinking he's going for something of the sort. Damage has been done at least a little bit to the economy, but bear in mind, playing more of the initiator, playing with the team. In this case, in a lot of maps, I imagine he's going to be left more on an island as that Senti or quasi-sentinel role. Up goes the operator. That's a bold attempt at a pick, but obviously a safe space for Kayaks to fall back from. No harm done.
The spike creeping its way towards the B site. Vikash has a challenge on his hands, and he's isolated the first masterfully as Vikash takes one from the side. The spike down in the open, and Kayak rallying to its position. Lover's Rock, oh, he's surrounded. Shot from all sides as LaRock, the last man standing, 1 versus 4. Plenty of ultimates in play. Alpha here having a res as well. He's not even bothering to try and use it with 15 seconds left. They know this one should just be a formality. Indeed it is.
I don't think he had enough bullets to kill everyone unless he was just going for one taps, but
Breeze all those years ago. Now we move into this. The modern day, the modern era, the modern Fnatic.
almost everyone's here for BBL.
Nice stuff. Great battles already. A pistol round for BBL here is a godsend, and it looks like it's arrived just on time.
Fair play.
Flawless fashion. In-zoner happy as 9-4 is on the board. BBL. I wonder if this, like, in this round, with so many weaknesses, I like aggression. I like this idea from BBL. Go walk out on mid. Send LaRock with the Guardian. The guy who can actually take that range fight.
Not ready for that.
No, not expected.
LaRock has since overtaken him, and he's going back for the fight. That's not a gun in hand, an immediate headshot. You can see why this guy was the talk of the town. An 18th kill. And now, a two-man advantage in a round that you're playing as a bonus. Loiter only with a pistol in hand. Fnatic have to make a decision and make it quick. 30 seconds.
30
Do they
seconds
go
left.
for this? Do they push into the site? Or are they going to try and just hold on to these guns? And I think even just being spotted there might be enough to just save.
Yeah, at this stage, you're already going to be running into utility, but now the rotates will be through. Man who's already picked off two, you will be close by. You know,
He's two on Bladestorm.
Definitely the time to save for Fnatic. Great resurgence from
10
BBL.
seconds
Again,
left.
confidence builders. In 3 rounds now, unless the Rock walks down and dies, they've lost 1 player.
Yeah,
this is a completely different half.
For him, it's worth it. Even dying here is fine, because that's going to be an extra orb for him. Maybe not how many players died. That's quite a lot of...
This is a great sign. The resurgence, the return to form. They are certainly heating up here as we go into round number 16.
Oh, this makes me nervous. This makes me nervous, but he has got away with it. Normally he escapes at this moment, and there you go. I was thinking maybe sticking around a little bit too long, but I do think if they're going to win this, they're going to need him to start stepping up to the plate. But luckily for them, LaRock doesn't seem like he's going anywhere. 3 players in main, Loiter with a reposition, but it does seem like they're aware. A lot of additional new angles have sort of been added into the map, and it looks like LaRock is very happy to try and exploit those. Lover's Rock is gone, though. Alfia being able to catch one. He's the only rifle in hand. How much damage can he do with it?
Nice shot, Loida. Trading out is fine here, but Rose does manage to bring us back. Now, a 1 versus 2.
Not the gun you want.
Crashies finally gets his rifle. 45 seconds, but look where the spike is. They're not actually holding it now. He can get it, get out.
They're also sprinting up.
Spike planted.
Normally, these are the moments where you'd want to see the players go together, especially when up against someone as
They're going to walk into each other.
proficient as Crashies. This could be everything a chance! And just giving him the freebie. I don't know why BBL decided to split up and look for clues, but that's definitely a Scooby-Don't and not a Scooby-Doo. We'll see if Kreven has enough to try and take this one over the line. Already being revealed now, the Hunter's Fury gets popped. Just looking to try and buy that additional time. Trying to bait it in a little bit more, but Kreven's doing well, knowing he can stick it that extra little bit. He already managed to get it to half, and he can stick it over the line. Smart stuff from Kreven. Outplayed a master of the clutch, and you can see he is happy about it. The drone's going to go through into mid, just to try and clear. Maybe this is LaRock buying off more than he can chew. There are so many players around this corner, and this time Kayak wins the fight. Finally shutting down the youngster. There is still Lover's Rock here with the sniper, though. He's going to get into position and manages to hold his ground.
This half brought with it a spark of hope for BBL.
I'm out of here.
It looks like it will stay alive, not snuffed out yet with Kreven dancing around the backside, finding Kayak. The advantage there for BBL, the off back out, Lover's Rock. Oh, he's not going to land the shot. A tough game for him continues
30 seconds
deep
left.
into this second half, but there it is. The shot lands. Fnatic 2 left standing. Brashies, but now it's just Crashies. Good spray to start, but 3 more surrounded and dealt with. Another round from Kreven as BBL make it to 8.
A couple of ults to play with as well. That res still available, and the neon ult, the overdrive for Kayak, when he's had it, has been unreal. The Bladestorm, though, might just be that little bit better. That's Crashies gone, and that's Crashies back, and well, Kayak has caught him as he went to try and take him for a second time.
That's the thing, confidence for BBL sky high, but they've been punished on mid. What could have been a trade out of ults, getting rid of the res, and getting to keep your Bladestorm late into the round. Ends up with a man advantage now for Fnatic. The attempt from Lover's Rock to step in there and catch one with the off is denied. Very patient from this attack side, and that's because they're not looking to push there necessarily. Presence being taken on B instead, and look how much space is going to be found as a result.
No way through this, but there is now. Kreven not aware of how much had been lost. His aggression was successful, but the trade-off may not have been worth it. Timing here for Rose is going to be everything. Alpha had a little look, and it seems like Crashies is still watching that backline, but he loses the fight.
Huge.
The IGO on the other side,
One away
now
here.
going to be clearing out that backline, keeping the eyes on him, at least for the moment. The other two players starting to realize, but they've lost both battles. Now Alpha is the only one left, needed for the clutch. This was looking like the combo breaker for Fnatic. Instead, it's all left to Alpha to try and win this one out. 3 players bearing down, and then Flash is going past, but also he'll have to try and deny the defusal while fighting a battle. The spam actually does damage, but there's just not enough. It's going to be diffused in front of him. They stick it all the way. BBL, for the first time this map, take the lead, and Alpha, well,
It's a complete mismatch. But in fact, former Tier 2 squad proving that they are here for a reason. And that they're not looking to go anywhere already. Vikash is going to be down right away. Hunter's Fury seeking out players on the sites, but not even a tag to be found as Kayak
The ultimate's
rounds
gone.
the corner,
It's gone.
moves into the smoke, and now is just a stinger to play with, fighting into a Viper's pit. Fnatic, they're being pressured on all sides.
Spike planted.
he was caught out by Houdini. And now Rose manages another. The trade back immediate from Kreven, and they're already tapping onto the defusal. Somebody's going to have to try and wrap around to check that, especially after they just defused in front of them. And that's baited everyone into the fight. Great work from the side of BBL. They left nothing unchecked.
You still have Haven, you still have Abyss, but this comeback from BBL is going to haunt them. If it keeps
there we go.
going, and the man who couldn't hit a goddamn shot in the first half, he's landed a belter right there.
He was 0 and 10. That stat is quickly diminishing.
Didn't get on his wall.
Well, that just leads into Lover's Rock. He can only be quiet for so long, and now he starts to become the menace we've known him to be so far in Tier 1. 2 players standing. Crashies and Boaster. But just look at where the Rock
enemy
is.
remaining.
Like, you're not going to be checking
Spike
that.
down, B.
Even though Crashies faced that way, the spike is down. Boaster's nearby. And well, the Rock's going to win that fight all day long, and it's zone flawless. 12-9.
3 chances now
want to fight
somehow to close out their map pick. BBL fighting with resilience, the likes of which you rarely get to see. What a treat as Rose takes down Kayak. A step in the right direction. But a few more tasks that need to be dealt
escape.
with. And, well, a 3 versus 2 with Viper's pick.
And
Res, I don't think Fnatic are letting go of this one without a fight.
Spike
Well,
planted.
Loiter's looking to try and fight
Player
back though.
standing.
Althea with another. Kreven's going to try and get in there a little bit early, but he needs to try and find it. That's an operator. That's not the gun you want in a Viper's pit. That's possibly the worst gun you can have. Going back for the res. Wants to try and even this up, Kreven. He's going to have to face versus 2, and Crashes will just about break the streak. That res was necessary.
But nothing seen. And Lover's Rock will pop the ultimate now, spotting out at least one. Rose backing off on the site. We could see the Hunter's Fury.
I'm going to read.
He's in position for it, but he's very far away. And it looks
Oh,
like
it was
Rock just
bait.
walks out
Down
instead.
mid.
Kayak doing well to trade that, though. That op's going to be a big problem for
35
BBL.
seconds. Yeah, the problem is the time, though. It's starting to get to a point where it
30
could get
seconds
very
left.
scrappy. And look at Loiter. Look at the push-up. He's gone all the way deep. He's trying to just slow them down at this stage. He still has a snake bite available to them, and that's where the spike is currently going. Operator in play. The spam, he showed his back. That's a mistake. Snakebite is down. Loiter, look at it by time, but he's going to be scanned. He's going to be revealed. He's being pressured, and Kayak takes him out at the very depths of the last second. But there's the Hunter's Fury. Spike not yet dropped, and it won't be. Bosa's got enough HP to survive, and in fact, Kayak's there to kill him off. It's a split second, but it's enough. Kreven again, though. Does he realize? Oh, he will now. Catches him as he slides. Back to that 1 versus 1.
Is there a chance, man? Kreven's had so many big rounds. This has been his game, 21 and 15 at the moment. But he's looking for Boaster, searching, and he's checking the right spot. But time now pulls him back towards the site. The star waiting for him there is going to be a problem. Maybe he can get it to half if he's lucky, but just about denied. Perfect timing for Boaster. And now Kreven, he's under too much pressure. What a shot, but he didn't get it to half. Boaster buying just enough time.
That sniper, that's not an operator, Mitch, for Lover's Rock, but it works as one in this round.
Yeah, it's a good read. Maybe that can give them the leg up, but if it doesn't, Larocque certainly will. Vikaj down early again, and Larocque doesn't overstay his welcome. Uses his dash up before it fades, and he is out. Advantage locked in for BBL, and no mistakes. Oh, being made! Lover's Rock catches Boaster 2. A nail in the coffin. Fnatic waited so long to get back online. It looks like it might have been too long.
Loiter could be a pressure point here.
Toxins going up.
Stuns to the back, but he's dodged them. Rose takes the fight, wins it versus Kayak. Alpha yet in no man's land, and this time Lover's Rock, he almost leveled. He's almost got back from 0 and 10 all the way back to 17-17, and Crashy's all he needs the clutch of a lifetime, and it's not happening. An in-zone flawless to close out map number 1. Unstoppable defensive side, and if you ever question why
Fnatic were 2 players down. Hero, are you a bit disappointed they didn't adapt to this defense aggression that we were seeing over and over and over again?
I mean, a little bit. Like, I was seeing, I would say, like, I'm kind of surprised.
I thought it was dead. I thought it was over
Yeah.
for Cypher, to be honest, especially in a meta that is, you know, very double controller, double initiator, or double duelist.
Easier to go forward. Push is coming to shove. Fnatic, they've seen one player pushed up A. They expect there could be some aggression, but they don't know quite how much. Great paranoia. It forces 2 players back. Larocque chases them around that corner. Vikaj is being spotted. Alpha's being dropped, but that trade back, it's kept it doable. A 2 versus 3 now. Vikaj and Boaster
to try and flood back in.
Spike planted.
Alpha denied. They're quickly on him.
Last
Vikaj
player
stuck
standing.
No
behind
escape.
that box. As you said, no escape. Boaster has a paranoia, will catch one, but the spat through is perfect. And BBL take the pistol round to start Haven. This is where they need to really make a dent in that BBL defense. There's so many weaknesses. You've got 2 pistols being brought into this round, 2 Bulldogs, the main hope being Lover's Rock can land a couple of tags, yet already BBL have the opening pick, and it's Kayak that they've dropped.
That's not the start you were looking for. He was a superstar in the early rounds of the last map. Loiter, though, has been dropped through the smoke. Bekash has been doing well so far. His 5th kill already.
A shock dart to work with, a nano that hasn't been thrown. BBL need to take the fight to them. They need to go pushing. The Fnatic are waiting for it. Beckoning them into these fights, but with Boaster down, that's a thorn in the side. Still, players towards the window, and the defuse denied! Unleashing an ace on them! Fnatic have got their round, and we said a good start to this map.
Look at the kill tally.
Bloody stellar one there.
So, on the entire scoreboard, Fnatic currently have 10 kills.
Yes, 9.
Yeah, Bekash has 9. It really is. That is ridiculous. Maybe that's what they saw.
Where was that guy last year? I haven't seen him.
That was the first half.
French fans on this.
They're fine now. Their team's doing great. Even still, the immediate shutdown. Larocque's gone, Kayak's gone. Hey, I would call that even.
Swarm grenade.
Or the nano. But there is still this operator. Glass cannon one as well. No shields behind it, but Lover's Rock is confident.
He's so back. From a 0 and 10 start to the previous map. Inverse Kayak.
Cutting through.
Look at him go. The confidence to come in here with the glass cannon. Plays the TP on his side. They're gonna be worried about him. But BBL are gonna worry about Boaster. What was that? A double, and with a pit up as well, and up on the retake without shields. Even with them, not sure it's gonna make a difference. This one's done. There's no way you get away with that. They don't have shocks, but they've got a snakebite still to work with. Kreven, though, he's got a gap inside that. If they throw the snakebite through, they'll assume that he's left this because he'd be dead to the pit. He'll just about get it to half. It's a small margin, but that could get them across the line. The problem is the spams. The decay is going to be in play. Kreven as well to land the first, but Boaster finishes his dinner. Eats them alive inside that pit. And we're back.
Nowhere to run.
Hunter Shuri, we talked about it being fired in a bit more freely. Well, it's going to be off rip that it's sent through. Lover's Rock, the one to find the damage. taking down a player as they clear out that space, but he gets a bit greedy, goes back for more, and it's Kayak to take a bite right out of him.
It's actually looking like it's going to be a walkout. I'm looking at the position of Crashy's drone has been utilized. He's firing off all of his utility. He has absolutely no idea, clueless to the fact that there's been re-aggression from the BBL side, and now they gamble on the idea that it's A. They have gambled wrong, and with the cam being broken, it might swing them back the other direction, but it does seem like Fnatic will commit this way. I think Rose just saw
30
something.
seconds left.
Because they all just stopped.
So.
They all just stopped in a moment, and he is locked in on that angle.
And they're not peeking it until they slide in, and Hunter's Fury then follows him. You're dead right, Tom. It was worth committing. The kill found, now Vakaj down. Kayak on 14, really nicely done. But the IGL up top, eyes like searchlights in the dark.
10 seconds left.
Just giving
Spike
hope
planted.
to BBL. This round should
Still
be
has
theirs.
drone. That's so annoying. Kayak 14 HP, had to play risky. He had to get in their face. He had to find an off angle. And with the drone,
Shock
you just can't do that.
Nanos are gone as well, Tom. Fnatic were about to back off site, but they've got to stay up close. The shock dart removed, their nanos, the spams removed, Kayak, and Alpha Year is now all that stands. We've seen him win in situations like this, but it's not going to happen against BBL. A 3K from Larocque confirms the third for BBL. Fnatic have chosen their timing well, but that paranoia is still a big problem.
Yeah, it's still there. Drone goes through. Pressure put in, but the spam's wonderful. But that's where the trap is sprung. Swinging round the corners. It's beautiful from BBL. They had to adapt the trap. That's an amazing shot from Bekaj. Just on timing alone. But even still, though, that spike has been dropped in an undesirable location. Boaster's not just going to sit pretty, though. Bear in mind, he could just take the spike. But I think
30
it's
seconds
been
left.
realized by Lovers Rock. Look at his movement, straight back towards the A site. He's had the idea that, okay, they're going to look for a gap, look for some space. Where will that be held? But he is looking in the wrong direction at the moment. The potential for a wraparound, but the sixth sense. Now that spike's going to be taken, and he's going to be there, ready and waiting to just stop him, deny him. Only 9 seconds left on the clock. Bekaj is trying to bait him in. He doesn't even realize he stood right next to him. It's going to be a fourth for BBL.
It's bloomed into a raging inferno. BBL taking full advantage of the momentum they've been gifted, but Kraven, he's got to be dead in this corner, surely.
Paranoia just a second too late. Luckily, that paranoia was so good that Larocque got about 6 attempts to kill Althea, which normally you don't get. Sight has been lost in the meantime, though. They've given up this side of the map. Ultimates, not really the ones you'd want online. A couple of kills to be needed for either Larocque or Lovers Rock. Both are about to come under pressure, and he does manage to win that fight. Bekaj, though, does. Trade almost immediate. It keeps that control, but do they know there's a second player coming in from behind? Rose is going to watch, keep them in the corner. Flash is being expended, almost keep the idea that there's nobody there, and then Kayak is dropped as well. 2 standing, one of them being Crashies to take that first contact, wins the first fight, second as well. Now up against his doppelganger on the other side, who actually has an operator in hand. He could just buy that time, waste that clock a little bit lower, and almost try and bait him. It needs to be halved, and now Rose would need to connect this shot, needs to bait him into a fight, and Crashy just isn't going for it. He's playing this masterfully and will go down with the ship. It's a 4th round at the hands of Crashies. Fnatic are back.
Lockdown online on one side. We're getting close to Rose having that Hunter's Fury. We're getting to the point of the game where I expect to see that put through, but now it might be needed. About the same. I think it's a little more forgivable as well here on this attack side.
Okay.
Was that another? Honestly, at this point, can we please get like end of day compilation of the of Vakaj shooting people through smokes? Because I feel like he's doing it non-stop. The last map, I can think of like 4 rounds where he did it. He's got a crazy read on like when you're going to be there.
Yeah, and it's not even like he has any files. Like I saw word.exe on his background, but other than that,
I saw him on the PowerPoint before the game. I'm not sure what that was about.
Yeah,
30
it
seconds
wasn't
left.
really anything. 4v4. Rose in the corner once again. Lockdown. They're just going to wait this one out. Maybe he'll stick around.
He's going.
He's going to try, and he has managed to take down one, destroying this. Yeah, I was about to say, that was a last-ditch effort. I also think, I was about to say, Larocque almost gets 4. He's straight back in, though. sliding through. Wants to try and deny the Viper's pit. The spam not quite connecting. Spike hasn't gone down just yet. They're going to have to try and stick it. And the spam does damage, but not to the player he wanted. Lovers Rock has managed to find another into that 1v1, but it's the same man again. Crashy's looking to save back-to-back rounds, but not this time. Loiter will give them that lead or extend it that little further. 6-4.
They pushed them off the B side. They got the control for a moment. They got a pit down as well. That's a nightmare round to play against.
Instead, they're going to go back towards long, which actually is the most open spot. Best opportunity they have for a gap, but their opponents are not going to sit pretty. Alpha a one and done, but they now know that he's here. Trade out, looking for the spam, and Larocque is still just going strong, dodging the ult while he does it. Impressive movement to keep himself alive. Eventually will go down though, keeping things even for the moment, but that time is ticking. 12 seconds left. The shot dart doing additional damage. And the Bowster needs to stay alive, but he's got his brother alongside him, Hunter's Fury. He's going to have to let go, and it's not going to get planted. There's not enough time. Oh, that has gone catastrophically wrong. The Red Bull clutch for Rose without doing any damage.
Oh, well.
Too dangerous for either side if they were to lose, but the further along you get, the further you drop down. It's a little bit of a bonus. Pace in on the Alfia well. If you thought he was having a bad start in the first half, it's not got any better. He's dead within the first 10 seconds.
That's the thing. You buy the Bandit, you play up close like that. Larocque's managed to make it all the way through because of the mistake. Because the utility going down, he's wrapped around to the C site. He can make it late around through the spawn, but the spike is down. Fnatic might swap places with the attackers. This could be a big problem, but with Crashy's down, now the world could be their oyster. Vakash in the window misses the shots in the cross. His wall will get him out. He's going to be able to reset, but now Vakash is down. He's being caught as he walks right into Lovers Rock, unaware of the space taken by BBL. It's a messy pistol. Lloyd and Larocque desperately low. It's still anyone's game. Oh, it was. It really was.
Is going to add further confusion to what is ultimately players just standing completely still. And now that one-way smoke in play is only going to make it more difficult. A time ticking away, and he didn't even get past hurdle number one. That's Lovers Rock. Okay.
Right about now, and then you bounce back.
It's amazing
if I was
Milan,
the coach, that's what I'd be called.
Milan told you this much about their strategy.
I just assume Milan is as
You're very
strategically minded as me. So, well, he's gone for the Vakash shoot someone through smoke again strategy. And no surprise to anybody, it's worked again. I don't know how he does it, but the guy knows his angles. Fair play. Another for the tally. They need to make a compilation of that. And Boaster's caught Kraven looking the other way. Like I said, Tom, this is the round they lock in.
Lovers Rock is still alive. We asked what would happen if that duo was both online at the same time, and we've been witnessing it. A hefty lead. And Larocque is looking to try and get the punish. Patient from Lovers Rock catches one, but Larocque is taking a lot of damage in return. Even still, damage here would be nice. They can buy into the next round, but it's not over until it's over. A swing coming out, timing perfect! And even though Larocque was on just 11 HP, he's come out with 2. Crashies and Boaster.
Who's next?
But now they're even going to be potentially revealed on the hunt to try and find where they are. And the fact is, while all of this happens, the time is still ticking. That's allowed Lovers Rock to reposition completely. I almost wonder if they have to think about saving the weapons. The time just isn't there. And in a scenario of a bonus, it's not too bad for the side of BBL. A round that they almost definitely shouldn't have won. A 3v5 that makes things 11-4. A Red Bull clutch to close it, and
12-4. 8 chances to close this out against a team hailed by many as the best for a long time now. Rose, with the spidey senses tingling, sends a few into Alpha Air. And as lead flies, the chances sink for Fnatic. They need a hero. They need a hero to stick around for quite a while. A Batman for their Gotham.
He's on the desk, unfortunately, so I don't think they're going to be able to get him. In the corner, they're checking again. They know that this is where Kayak is, but he's got cover, he's got support. Vekash has just been wrecked. Nice shot from Kayak. Finally, he awakens. But there's always more pieces to the puzzle for BBL. Loiter has taken full control. Now, if he had his ult, this would be wonderful. He could take the spike, but instead, his teammate's going to have to deliver it for him, and he's going to act as a backstab. Crashies has got to be like, why are you there? Why are you behind me? Why are you waiting, watching for me to make a move? They have got them trapped in a
Spike
box.
planted.
Oh, well, we've seen Boaster clutches spark this Fnatic team time and time again. But there has been nothing in this map to make me believe. They already know exactly where he is. Smoke to create a gap. Paranoia leaving him blinded. He's got to wait a second, and they're both sat within, waiting. A Paranoia on the other side, but the near sight's not going to worry them. He's still got so many angles left to check, trying to bait them into the fight. He's at least revealed one of them, but they are just dancing around him, and there's Kraven lurking in the darkness. BBL, they made it here just a few days ago.